Okay, this is Crystal Lax again. So, okay, in my most highest part, I learned to do some lazy, I call it lazy exercise, but they do work. That means that sometimes when you're big size, sometimes maybe your legs may hurt you or something, or maybe you just don't feel like getting out of bed. So you learn to do exercise in bed. You have your weights, your dumb bars right there by your bed, and you just while you're laying down, you just go ahead and do some reps. Up to 10. I do mine in sets of tens, right? Then I do Pilates because it's so easy for you to just roll over on the other side of the bed and just lift your legs, lift your legs, and do your waist at the same time. So when I'm really into my whole workout thing, I think that over 40 years you just get tired and you just need to take a break from all that. You heard me? Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you just need to take a break. Everything that you don't restrict yourself from, it's like not right now. Not right now. But when you ready to get back into the motion, you already know what to do. You know, I think that all of us know what to do. We just don't do it. And at the end of the day, but um, I remember those moments where you end up feeling sorry for yourself. So I had to look in the mirror at myself, and I talk to myself, and it's like, why are you looking sad? You're the one that put on the weight. And I'll be looking at myself. It's like, so do something about it. If you don't like what you look like, do something about it. And then I'll look at myself with a sad look, and then I tell myself, don't be looking sad now. I don't go into a self-pity mode. And that's what you need to be telling yourself. Don't go into self-pity mode, because self-pity mode is like a dark place for you to go. It's depression, and it's like, no, the same way how you put it on, same way you can take it off. Plain and simple. Just step away from the plate and the table and you're gonna be alright. Plain and simple. It's just that easy. It's like, and don't be looking at the scale. I learned to throw the scale away. Because if you don't, the minute when you see that 1 pound that you gain, I've been doing good for a whole week. Now I should have lost about 2 or 3 pounds, and then you see that nothing have moved, because when you're losing weight, there is a resting peak where nothing is lost, and then all of a sudden it drops down, or your weight drops down. So it's like you might be in the resting point before it drops down. So if you see it, if you keep looking at that scale, you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna blow your whole dang. I don't even call it diet. I don't even use the word diet. It's like management. Period. So it's like anything that has to do with diet that's going to trigger your mind to make you feel like a failure. I get rid of it. Diet and scales out the window. You understand? Because you can tell when you're losing weight. You don't need no damn scale to tell you. You can feel your clothes getting loose. That's telling you that whatever kind of exercise that you're doing is working. Because the main thing is for you to lose that extra inches. Is to lose inches. And I found out that Pilates is great. When I really get into it, you do your Pilates, and it's amazing how you can see more quicker results than all the other exercise that I used to do over the years. When I get ready to really discipline myself and I do Pilates, it's really great on your stomach. It's really great on your hips to lose inches really fast off your hips, and your waistline. You know what I'm saying? And also when you're really really into your exercise, we ain't talking about nobody else. The way how they do it, the way how they do it, the way how they lose weight. Every woman body is different, and we need to understand that. And every woman body is going to lose weight totally different. Some would lose it fast, some would be sluggish. Okay, the main thing is what? Inches. The main thing is our inches, because we want to fit into certain clothes. So it's our inches, right? And building our muscles. So therefore, Therefore, when you're doing Pilates, it's very relaxing. You can lay on the bed and do Pilates. You know, I used to use tree trunks. I used to use cement to lift weights because I used to be really into lifting weights in school, in high school, just weightlifting. And if I didn't have no weights, I used water bottles or I would use cement blocks and just start lifting those. You know what I'm saying? And then, let's see, maybe about 2 years ago, I went through some terrible things in my family, and it really took a blow. Do you know what it's like for the devil to give you a blow with your grandkids, your sickness, your health, your stroke, two strokes, couldn't talk, couldn't walk, couldn't raise my left arm at all because it was stroke. That was the stroke side. And it was like it wasn't so much I gave up, it's just I lost my motivation. Does that make sense? I lost my energy, I lost my motivation, I lost my ambition. It's like when something bad happens about your kids, your grandkids, it takes a blow out of you. And you may recover from it and you may not. You know what I'm saying? And people don't need to be talking about other people because they don't know what that person have been through. Some people have lost their mother, their father, or somebody close to them. And that was a blow. That was an uppercut. That was like a combination from the devil by itself. So it's like you don't know what the person have been through, what kind of blow it took on them, and you are looking, yeah, come on, make a comeback. What if they never come back though? Are you still gonna hate them? What if they never get the body that you're so used to? Are you still gonna hate them? So they was just a body to you. They wasn't a person. You don't know what they went through. You know what it's like for somebody to snatch your grandkids and then say all kind of derogatory things about you, your family. And from the age of 18, I had to raise my 4 kids by myself and struggle. And we've been through some hell and back. And then for someone to say something like that to you and about you, then you worried so much about them to the point where I threw myself into a stroke. This is real life story, not something that somebody is lying about on paper. So I had a stroke and I wasn't talking clear. I was slurring my words. And all of this, you could see one picture. I have on a black leather jacket and you could still see the crookedness of my lips. It was all disfigured. This whole left side was all disfigured. And my left arm I could not raise. And it was my daughter Dominique that went and got me some water because I was being stubborn going to the hospital. I just said, oh, I'm just going to lay down on it. And when I woke up, I couldn't talk. I should have went to the hospital. And then when I finally turned around, went to the doctor, they said I had a mild stroke. And then I had a stroke on my brain where there was clots on my brain. You understand? So before you talk about people, you probably need to know what they've been through before you just sitting up there talking about how fat they are and making fun of them. You understand? I have a testimony that I should not be talking right now because some people have strokes and they don't get up and walk, not even with a walker, not even with a wheelchair. They just don't walk. I'm walking. Maybe my son want me to be quiet now, but I'm talking. And I carry bags now on my own. I can carry the grocery bag. I can lift things, maybe not as much as I used to, but I can lift over my head now. These are miracles. Some people stay paralyzed in a stroke. They do. They stay paralyzed, so their arms stay like this for a long time, and it never recover. Mine's recovered. My speech recovered, and you're making fun of me. Why? I'm a walking miracle. And I had a heart attack, not due to the health. No, it was stress. So why is there so many young people? I'm 55, so that's normally common for a 55-year-old. But for a late 20s and in their early 30s, why are young people having these strokes? And they work out. They're into fitness, they're into everything. Why is so many young people having strokes and heart attacks? Look it up on Google. More and more young people is having something that an older person should be having. And matter of fact, they're dying more than we are, than the older people. So that's what you need to be asking yourself. Before you make fun of somebody older, you need to know what they've been through. Because I'm a mother that helped had to raise my children by myself. And I had to be a man and a woman. I know that some of you don't relate to that because you still got mommy and daddy still helping you out. You understand? But I'm talking about the ones that know what it's like to be out there early in life where you had to pay bills and you had to struggle some. That's who I'm talking about. That can relate to me. Anybody that just had mama, daddy, and granddaddy and everybody under the sun to hand you things, I ain't talking to you. You don't even know what real life is because everybody covers you. And you can make fun of people that's struggling, but I'm talking about when you have struggled as a young woman and you did your best to keep up with your own responsibility. I used to always say I had these babies, so I'm going to take care of my babies. So that was my mentality. It was to do my best with my children, and then for someone to sit up there and take your children away from you or your grandchildren. You understand me? And then say derogatory things about you without even meeting you, without even sitting down. They don't even give you the decency to sit down with me first and to converse with me and to talk to me. You're doing all of this talking about me instead of talking with me. You're doing every shady thing behind my damn back. And you mean to tell me nobody in their 40s and 50s or hell in their 30s is not going to be upset about that? Because this is regarding my family, because whether they like it or not, I'm the root of the family. If it wasn't for a grandma, if it was for a grandpa, they wouldn't even be here. You wouldn't even have no children for you to snatch. So for someone to be that disrespectful towards my family, yeah, for the past 4 or 5 years, it have taken a blow. I have had surgery, back-to-back surgery, the strokes, the heart attack. I don't even know why I'm living. The doctor say I got 9 lives. I don't have the hysterectomy. I had a bowel obstruction where they had to cut my small intestines, and that gave me complication for over 2.5 years because I think they gave me one of those medical students, and they butchered me. They butchered my stomach. So even the way how my stomach used to be, I don't think that I'll get it 100% flat like it used to be before the surgery because it cramps when I get ready to do sit-ups and stuff. I can't even really exercise the way that I want to. So it's a totally adjustment. And then when you have arthritis in your knees, that's another adjustment because I used to walk miles. That was my thing, walking. And now it's like that's another hinderer because your joints get swollen. You understand? And it aches and it gets stiff. So it's like to the young people, if you ain't never had this stuff or you never had to worry about it, who are you to laugh and make fun of people? You don't know what is contributing to things. Please go get educated. Please learn something before you sit up there and point fingers at people and you want to put them all over the social media. You don't know what this woman or this man done been through. And then you're young and you got better limbs. Or what about people that don't have no arms, no legs? You understand? But they make it in life. So at the end of the day, I don't give a damn about some weight. When I get ready to lose it, I'll lose it. That's my mentality. But I'm looking at people that don't even have an arm and they still making it. I'm looking at people that don't even have legs. I was watching this young man. I forgot his name. He was born with no bottom half. Nothing bottom. Just his upper area. No legs, no hips, no butt, no nothing. You understand? But this man, he lift weights, he wrestle. This man doing everything under the sun. And it's like, well, the only thing that you doing in life is making fun of people and pointing finger. Here, this man is making goals in life. The women that still having babies, but they was born with no hands, or they was born with no arms, but they use their feet. It's like you so well blessed, you just don't see it. You take your physical body and you take it for granted. You want to show it off, or you want to flaunt it. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but it's like, I think that there's more to life than just vainglory and superficial glory. I think that maybe as a lesson that I would give to you is sit back and go to YouTube and start watching videos about people that don't have arms and legs, about people in a wheelchair. I remember going to American River College for the first time because I promised myself after high school I ain't going back to school. So I changed my mind. And what really motivated me, I seen someone in a wheelchair going into the school. And I looked at my legs and looked at my arms, and I said, you have no excuse. So you might as well go ahead and sign up too. If they can still go and achieve goals and go to school, you don't have no excuse whatsoever. You should be signing up for school too. You got your good, healthy arms and legs and everything. This person is in a wheelchair. And in your 20s, you it's all about you, and you're so consumed about you and everything, and the world has to revolve around you. But as life progresses, you begin to find out that that's all vainglory and a superficial. If you ever read Ecclesiastic in the Bible, you're gonna see that, dang, everything that I've been chasing and all the rat pack and stuff, it's just useless. Vainglory. I'm chasing after the wind. You know, you gain all of the materialistic things, and it's like you're still bored. I need something else. I gotta thrive for something else, and you're forever thriving. Nothing wrong with that, but it's like, look at all the people that got everything. Why are they so miserable? Why do they need 500 cars? I'm just over exaggerating that. But why do they need so many cars when they can only drive one at a time? Why do they need so many shoes when they can only wear one at a time? Why do they need so many clothes when they can only just put on one outfit at a time? You know, it's like, even with all the things that they have and the wealth that they have, why are they still miserable and empty? Well, that's going to be the end of my message. So I hope that you guys get something out of it. Maybe one gold nugget if you can find it. Okay, bye-bye.